Some time back, I was asked this question at an event. Vivek, you are an investor yourself, have such a vast experience and deep network. On top of it, you are a manufacturer and have such a strong hold over food manufacturing space. Why don't you start your own D2C brand when there are so many D2C brands that are getting launched? And honestly, it was a very fair question. On paper, I do have that advantage, but my answer to them was in one very simple line. I don't see myself running B2C business. I'm someone who is far more suited to do a B2B business because running a consumer brand needs a very different temperament, and I don't have that mindset. If you think about it, theoretically, any person can build any business. But then, why do some founders choose to build a B2C brand while others choose to build a B2B business? Why do some people build businesses in agriculture while some other founders go and build in space tech? All this happens because of one thing, what I call as founder DNA. In this video, I want to talk about what founder DNA is and a simple framework that will help you discover yours. So let's dive in. To understand founder's DNA, let's first understand what makes somebody a great founder. Is it their idea, their background, the college they went to, or the family they come from? Well, in my opinion, none of the above. Ideas are dime a dozen, and many people can have same idea at the same time. In fact, many people can share the same background, same college degree, or same family status. What differentiates a good founder from a bad one is what we call the founder DNA. Founder DNA is actually very simple. It is the hunger to build and the instinct to prove yourself. It's the itch that doesn't let you sit quietly the moment you see a problem. And this is exactly what separates a founder from everyone else. Spotting problem is easy. In fact, there are thousands of problems around us. From broken roads to bad internet signals, everything is a problem. Most people would just complain and move on, but a few will not. The moment they see a problem, their mind is already in a solution mode. How do I fix this? Can this become a product? Is there a business here? In fact, the biggest startups we all see today started from this small same itch. Take Ritesh Agarwal for example. He saw same broken budget hotel experience that lakhs of travelers complained about every single day. But instead of just cribbing about it, he went and built Oyo around it. Or take Dipinder Goyal of Zomato, who started by simply solving the problem of finding a good place to eat. The problem was in front of everyone, but only a few had DNA to actually go and build a solution around it. But again, that does not mean the moment you see a problem, you jump onto it. This is where a lot of aspiring founders actually go wrong. They spot a good problem, they get excited, and they immediately assume they should start a company around it. But finding a good problem is only half of the story. The other half, and honestly, the more important one, is whether you are the right person to solve that particular problem. And this is what I call founder problem fit. Ask yourself honestly, do you understand this space? Do you understand the consumer, the technology, and the industry around it? And most importantly, do you have real edge, some unfair advantage that most other people are trying to solve this problem don't have? Because the same problem in the hands of two different founders will give two completely different outcomes. The one who actually understands the space deeply will always have a better shot of building something around it that lasts. So take farming for example. Anyone can see that farmers struggle and say, someone should fix this. But a person who genuinely understands both farming and technology is far better placed to build a serious agri-tech solution. The same goes for manufacturing. Someone who spent years around factories and understands automation will build something far stronger on the factory floor than an outsider often just chasing a trend. So, don't just chase a problem because it looks exciting. Chase the one where your problem and your capacity actually meet. Now, even after your problem and your capabilities meet, there is one last filter. And honestly, this is the most important one. This is one founders completely ignore. And that is, can you see yourself doing this for long term? Not for a year or two, but for next 10 years or even 15 years or for rest of your life. See, everyone loves the idea of building a company in the beginning. The excitement is high, the idea feels fresh, and everything looks amazing. But excitement fades very quickly. Building a real business is slow, it is hard, and there'll be long stretches where nothing seems to be working. And in those phases, excitement will not carry you. What carries you is a genuine interest in the problem, something that keeps you curious and involved even when the results are not showing. So before starting up, ask yourself honestly, if this business takes up 10 years to truly work, will I still be interested in it? Will I still enjoy waking up and solving the problem in the same space? Because if the answer is no, you will most likely give up somewhere in the middle. But if your answer is yes, then you have found something really powerful. And this is complete picture of founder DNA. It is not just about spotting the problem. It is about finding that one intersection, a real problem, your genuine capability to solve it, and power to stick with it for long run. And when all these three things come together, that is where businesses that actually last get built. Now, when a lot of people look at the framework, they assume it is some kind of structured step-by-step process that you can just sit down one afternoon, tick these three boxes and find out your founder DNA. But honestly, it does not work that way. Discovering your founder DNA is not a process, it is a journey. It is something you uncover slowly over years through your background, your experiences, and a lot of trials and error. Let me give you my own example. A part of my founder DNA honestly comes from where I was born. I come from a Marwari business family, so business was always in the air around me. You hear about risk, cash flow, customers, and negotiation from a very young age, and slowly it becomes a part of how you think. But that alone was not enough. During my college years, I experimented a lot. I tried different things, took part in different ventures, and every one of those experiences taught me a little more about what I enjoyed and what I was actually good at. It was only through all of this, over time, that I slowly realized that I was far more suited to build a B2B business than a customer-facing one. Nobody handed me that answer. I discovered it. And here is one more thing I want you to understand. This is not one-time discovery. Your founder DNA is not fixed for life because you're not the same person today that you will be 10 years from now. Your interests will change, your skills will grow, and the world around you will keep changing too. So the passion and the capability that defines you today may look very different a few years down the line. That is why you have to keep rediscovering your founder DNA from time to time. And you actually see this play out with some of the biggest founders. Look at how many successful founders build one company and then move on to build something completely different in a totally different space. Dipender Goyal built Zomato in food tech, and today you see him launching something as different as Temple, a health tech hardware device. He moved from an app-based food tech startup to a hardware-based health tech startup, and this is a drastic shift in all aspects. Now this happens because as founders grow, they evolve, their DNA evolves, and what excites them completely changes. So don't think of your founder DNA as something you find once and lock away forever. Keep checking in within yourself and keep rediscovering it. So, to sum it up, founder DNA is the hunger to build, getting the right founder problem fit, and staying in the game for long term. But here is one last important thing. Founder DNA is where it all begins, but it is not enough on its own. Once you have the DNA, you still need the actual skills to build and run a business, both hard skills and the soft skills. And I have made 2 detailed videos on exactly that, and I would highly recommend you watch both of them. I'm sure all these videos collectively will help you grow as a founder. Before you leave, if you found this video useful, do like it and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next one. See you next time.